Despite clocking in at an hour and a half, the live stream for the new Sims for Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack was actually pretty short on details for gameplay, and there was an overall emerging theme. It's obvious to me that the new expansion pack is very much designed to be used with other Sims 4 packs, and actually this is true even for the Create a Sim in the build buy. Now first of all, I will say the presenters did a decent job. I think they both brought good energy without being over the top, but like I said, this live stream was really notable in the focus of the pack. Overall, they are seeing this pack as a way to be used with other packs. You can use the new expansion pack with the base game alone, but some early access reviewers, including Ocean Sims, noted that they personally would not want to play with this pack alone. That's just something to keep in mind, that the real strengths of this pack aren't the pack itself, in my opinion, but how they work with the rest of your content. The available business configurations are honestly the key selling point for this pack. When creating a small business, you can have 76 activities to choose from, and that's just with the base game and the expansion pack alone. In short, as you add more packs, you'll have more and more activities you can do with your business. This means you can select up to 5 activities. So with selecting up to 5 activities, if you just had this pack in the base game, supposedly you could create technically 2.2 billion unique configurations. Now, statistics aside, this looks really promising in terms of just your overall creativity, and as long as it actually functions well, this is the reason to get this pack. It is to be able to set up whatever type of business you want. It's to be able to add unique twists on activities to create a business you would not have imagined before. And so, if you're not into that, I wouldn't get this pack, but if that excites you, it is a reason to at least consider it. Again though, I want to caution that they were playing with the base game alone, and that is also true for the early access reviews that are out right now. And because the most major bugs do tend to occur with a combination of other packs, I still would hold off. Now moving on, they did cover a business, and this business in the live stream was called Ink in Clay. As the name implies, it was a tattoo business and also a pottery business on the same lot. And the household was living upstairs with the businesses downstairs. There was also even a candy machine, and honestly, it looked like it was working fairly well. They also went over 2 new traits. The 2 new traits are the Idealist trait and the Shady trait. Idealist Sims want to make the world a better place. They dream about their future, and they love to express their morality. They will be embarrassed by Shady Sims, and meanwhile, Shady Sims can get other Sims to be shady and go on heists. Now, I will note in early access creator network reviews, they do things off screen. You will get a little message and you can get some simoleons, but it's not really a really immersive experience. And while they did mention doing shady business, such as meeting Trashly, which of course is the raccoons in a suit, where you can buy counterfeit artwork, honestly, I would have loved to see more consequences. I know it's hard to show off in a stream, but just general consequences on what happens when you are running a shady business. What happens in terms of how Sims interact? Does that really make the impact they say it will? And also, how does it impact your business? Those were the kind of nuanced details I wanted to personally see in the live stream, but again, I do understand that time constraints. Now, they did show up tattoos, but just for a moment. If you have a lower skill, you can fail at making good tattoos. There's actually botched tattoos. I think it's really fun to have botched tattoos. The creator actually drew them using their left hand, and your likelihood of botching tattoos can also increase if your sim is in a bad mood. Customers can even refuse to pay. If you do have higher skills though, you can offer touch-ups and unlock new designs. Designs include Celtic designs, medieval art, and 2 magpies. And I will give them some credit. I do think there's a lot of interest in the tattoos. Personally, I see that a lot of thought went into this, and even though I don't get super excited about tattoos, you can also do a dedication tattoo. There is some nuance to this though, because during a creator review, there was some notes that a dedication tattoo can happen just for a random sim in the room, and realistically, it should be for sims that you have close relationships to. Again, more on that later in some of the hiccups during the gameplay reviews. They also showed off the new world of Nordhaven or Nordhaven. They pronounced it both ways. It does have 12 lots. 50 by 40 is the biggest lot. There's a new park, there's a small business venue you can build on, there's a museum. Honestly, the world, I do want to get more into details here, but they didn't show it off very much. There is actually a train station that you can watch trains. It is a rabbit hole, but at least it's interactive. And there also is a church where you can take historic tours. Another new feature for navigation is you can visit the business itself, or you can choose to visit the residence. Now, I did say the key selling point of this, of course, was the business functionality. The next one probably would be classes and lectures. Classes are goal-based events for both students and teachers. All you need to do for a class is to have a whiteboard and a skill-based object. You can earn money, and you can do this alongside with your businesses. Lectures, meanwhile, are non-gold events. You can place them pretty much anywhere, and they are open to the public for free. Of course, both are new ways to level up your skills. You can meet new Sims. I will say the pottery animations look pretty nice, and Sims do, of course, chat a fair bit. It mostly worked pretty well, but during an early access review, there was an issue with Sims leaving pottery lying around, and you actually had to destroy some of it to finish and glaze your own pottery. So again, there's some little hiccups here and there. With pottery, you can make decorative items, but you could also make a functional tea set, a functional incense burner, and also a planter. And of course, you are unlocking these as you go up in skill level. Now, the live stream had a bug with this event. Basically, the sim did complete all goals for this event, but they were told that it was unsuccessful. So just keep in mind, there was that bug during the live stream. Now, alongside with this, of course, there are mentorships and meetups. With mentorships, of course, you can level up faster as Sims teach you new skills. What's cool about this is you can now mentor for nearly every skill in game. And it is really cool because you can also click on objects and mentor based upon those. You can build new relationships and even sentiments based upon these mentorships. Those can be both positive and negative. Do have to have a higher skill than the sim you want to mentor, and it does need to be a skill of at least level 5. Now, meetups, honestly, I see some potential, but they also seem a little dull. These take place around this world, and a sign will show you the schedule of different meetups. You can set notifications for specific meetups, which is nice because you do not want to get notifications for every single one. There are ones for reading and writing, working out, basically just eating, and also performing music. And of course, that does go along with why they gave us yet another guitar and a piano. Now, one feature I did not expect in this pack is family recipes. With family recipes, you can create your own family recipe to share and pass down. The reason I did not expect this is it seems like something that would go along with growing together. You select a dish, and then you select a secret ingredient and a special gameplay effect. Honestly, this is pretty cool. Basically, the gameplay effects, your sim has to have personally first experienced it to choose it. For example, the effect could be getting over heartbreak, but your sim can only choose that supposedly if they already endured that. Now, you can increase the likelihood of many things with these special effects. For example, your dish could increase the likelihood of twins or triplets. Your dish could increase the speed Sims do homework. It could be a moodlet booster. It could actually increase the chance for mean interactions, reduce duration for illnesses, and earn double satisfaction points, among some other choices. Overall, I could see people having a lot of fun with these family recipes. And I will be honest with you, I'm a little wary of small appliances in Sims 4, number one for fire issues, and number two, they tend to get a little bit obsessed with them. That aside, you can create jelly beans, cotton candy, and lollipops with over 20 recipes. Now, shocked candy can be created if you have the mischief skill. You can create candy that sends them into a goofy mood. They're going to be laughing constantly. They have a squeaky voice, and they can even cast lightning bolts. This is a new way to die or potentially kill off enemies in this new expansion pack. And honestly, I was expecting to see more gameplay and the ins and outs of running a business, but then they went right into build, buy, and create a sim. Now with build, buy, they went for a versatile collection for businesses. They talked about traditional Scandinavian elements such as the windows and the doors. There's lots of wooden tones, but there's also different colors. There's industrial and minimalist styles. So just like I thought, this is meant to be combined with other Sims 4 packs, and in fact, they said that. There's stucco, brick, wood, new fences, fireplaces and colorful wallpaper. For the buy portion, there's a new bedroom set that looks decent, if not very original, as well as chairs and lots of tables. Get a room divider, decorative indoor plants, new modern and sleek fireplaces, and clean contemporary styles as well as industrial. I noticed a lot of pastels and soft earthy tones, but also darker tones too. Overall, I think they are doing better, offering a variety of swatches. There's also a guitar and a piano, as well as of course the pottery wheel. Now you do need a chair set up right by the pottery wheel in order to use it, and if you want to glaze, you should also have a kiln. Meanwhile, the tattoo table has everything you need to get started. There's also these cool decal signs for businesses. They're meant to match the logos you can choose from to reflect different activities and flexibility. There's full color ones, and also there's more minimalist styles. You can also use these signs inside your businesses. Say you have a pottery business and a tattoo business, you can have one sign on one side and a sign on the other. Now, they did go into Create a Sim, and there are some great Create a Sim overviews you can watch as well. But basically, the Create a Sim is meant to establish businesses, hobbies, and different personalities. They did mention Nordic fashion. There is a minimalist style and also some retro vibes. They mention it's supposed to be more casual and effortless and upcycled, which is why some people I think it looks like eco lifestyle. There are some decent new accessories like new earrings, necklaces, glasses. Many of the hairs are shared for masculine and feminine, and honestly, I think this is both a pro and a con, which I'd like to get into in another video. But overall, there's actually fairly casual wear, such as athletic wear, even some leisure wear. And once again, they said this pack is meant to be used with other packs. This is also true for Create a Sim. So they're going for very versatile styles and apparently versatile gameplay, and the idea is that this expansion pack is supposed to fit in with all the other content you might own. Now, as you can imagine, I have some pretty mixed emotions about this. Number one, I think that expansion pack should have strong pack integration. I do think pack integration is a plus for expansion packs. Actually, I expect it. However, I wish they had sold me more on how this pack is strong by itself. I think this is one of those packs they're really relying on you to use with other packs. And so, even though it's true I want an expansion pack to work and integrate with your game, I also want the expansion pack to feel strong on its own. Overall, there were a few glitches here and there. There were some glitches noted in the early access creator network, but I think the biggest ones we're gonna have to wait until we actually get this with the combination of packs. And like the team said, this pack is best used with other packs. So let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. What do you think about Create a Sim, Build Buy, the gameplay? I just wish they had gone into more gameplay during this live stream. I feel like we only got a glimpse of it, but again, it might be because they're playing with the base game, and this pack is at its strongest from the Build Buy and cast to the gameplay with other Sims 4 packs. As always, please take care. I'll be back soon, and thank you so much for watching this video.